I laid off 19,000 people at my former employer today. I got laid off from there last year, and I worked there for 24 years. And something about today, like I handled my layoff quite well. I mean, I'm not saying wasn't sad or didn't have any emotions. Of course, I did. After 24 years getting laid off, that sucks. But I kind of have handled it pretty well emotionally, specifically. I've been like a lot better at navigating it than I thought I would be. But today, like a year plus later, seeing the announcement today of 19,000 people losing their jobs, and not only that, they like decimated the benefits package for the people that are still there. And I guess I have a feeling they're going to cut people's pay and all kinds of stuff, which is just horrible. And it enraged me in a way today that I can't even explain how angry I was. I worked in my backyard on some landscaping for like 2.5 hours. I cut my hand. I broke my power washer. I aggressively pruned a lot of trees in my backyard. But when I finally like kind of came down and relaxed and chilled out a little bit and like felt the rage dissipate, it was the news articles, the news articles, and the comments from the C-suite that enraged me because it's sort of like basically the emperor has no clothes. And I know I wasn't the only one working there raised the flags on certain things. It just have a bad taste in my mouth about the whole thing today, and I'm feeling really sad about people losing their job in a job market that already sucks shit. Corporate greed. Two thumbs down.
So yeah, I could I could identify with her a little bit because technically I worked for Intel for like a couple of months, and then they split, and then McAfee went their separate ways, and then the next year, the beginning of 2018, McAfee did these layoffs. Just a lot of people got laid off. People that have been working there for years. You know what I'm saying? The people who watched the channel before, they've heard me talk about the day I got laid off and my coworker. Something you will see out of a movie. I promise you. If I'm lying, I'm flying, like they say. I walk past him. He's got a box of his stuff and he's saying good luck. So I definitely could feel for her because at least now a lot of these people are remote. It ain't as bad. Like, you like get laid off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
gonna go to sleep. But when you like
I didn't even think about that. Times have changed.
it's a joke. I don't know if it's I think it's DL Hughley. I gotta find it. I might try to insert it right here.
You fired, brother, we be mad for a different reason. How come you didn't call me at home, motherfucker? You knew I was fired yesterday. Making me burn up all my goddamn gas.
No,
And
for
that's what that
real.
made me think about. It's like, why y'all just couldn't tell me while I was at home? I would have brought y'all stuff to you. Had me rushing to get to work just for me to be laid off.
I honestly
And
think it's as petty as just wanting to get your badge.
it's always, company reorganizing. And one, because they just didn't know what they was doing. They were spending money in the wrong ways. Like they went and made like a state of the art sock and let go of people. I still to this day don't even know how they decided like who they let go because it didn't really make any sense. We had no training. There was really no way to grade who was good at what because we didn't really do much. So that whole thing was just pretty interesting to me, and it's funny because it's always happening to the employees who like the company and want to do the best job. It's really happening to the people who don't really care. They like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. They ain't caring about getting laid off. They don't care that much about the company pride. So I I bet that triggered her. It's like, dang it, I really like that company. I worked there for almost 25 years. And the fact they laid me off, I'm mad all over again because they did the people worse than they did me. They cut their benefits. They did all this kind of stuff. Like that's the stuff. It's like you just always got to watch out for yourself. People like that with Intel, they probably had some good stocks, and hopefully some of them did smart things with their stocks and did some other stuff. But that is tragic because a lot of them people live in California too. But that was like 15,000 people they said they laid off.
Yep.
That's a lot of people to lay off. So
No, was it 19? I think it was 19.
probably so. Yeah, it probably was, but that's crazy. Um, what do you have to say about that? Because I know like these things are like very different. Like when they happen.
I think that layoffs are a tough topic, and I think that when like getting laid off is one thing, but getting laid off with no severance is insane. It's trifling. That's what I think. I think it's trifling. I think it reflects poorly on the company. I think that if you're gonna lay them off, you might as well take care of them on their way out the door. It's not like you about to have to pay them for 56 more weeks. So,
Yeah.
I do think that if you're gonna lay people off, at least give them something to kind of help hold them over. People have kids, health issues. It's a lot that goes into it just outside of the pay. You still got health insurance, you still got stock, you still have a ton of other things that you can still benefit from as a part of your severance package.
Nah, I agree. That's the type of activity that make you say, "I slept your nose off." But they've been killing me with that line from Divorce in the Black. I slept your nose off. I ain't never think about telling somebody I slapped their nose off. That's a hard slap when you think about it. Um,